Today in top stories, this is maybe not new, but it's not old. It's like a few weeks old. So, but it's interested to you. Classic Maya history is embedded in commoners' homes. You will see the picture in the video I am showing you about this. The study from University of Illinois anthropology professor Lisa Lucero appears in the Journal of Social Archaeology. Maya in the classic period AD 250 to 900 regularly terminated their homes, raising the walls, burning the floors, and placing artifacts, and sometimes humans remain on top before burning them again. Evidence suggests these rituals occurred every 40 or 50 years and likely marked important dates in the Maya calendar. After termination, the family built a new home on the old foundation, using broken and whole vessels, colorful fragments, animal bones, and rocks to mark important areas and to provide ballast for a new plastered floor. Maya royals recorded their history in writing and in imagery carved on monuments, Lucero said. But the commoners had their own way of recording their own history, not only their history as a family, but also their place in the cosmos, she said. These things are buried, not to be seen, but it doesn't mean people forgot about them, she said. They are burying people in the exact same spot and removing bones from early ancestors to place them somewhere else, or removing pieces of them and keeping the pieces as mementos. This deanimation and reanimation of the home marked the passage of time and the cyclical nature of life, Lucero said. Anthropologists have known for decades about such rituals, but Lucero chose to look more closely at how the arrangement, color, and condition of the buried artifact lent them their symbolic meaning. She and her crew found about a dozen human remains in the two homes they excavated in a small Maya center called Saturday Creek in central Belize. These homes were occupied from about 450 to 1150 AD. Burial in the home was common among the Maya, but only a few family members were entombed there, Lucero said. No Maya cemeteries or other burial sites have been found to account for the rest of the dead. There is no evidence that high status individuals were specifically selected for burial in the home. It is more likely that family members who died on or near important dates were placed there during the termination and reanimation rituals, Lucero said. The team found full or partial skeleton of men, women, and children, with artifacts arranged around and even on top of the bodies. Some bodies lay flat, others were in sitting position, which may have significated a higher status. Lucero said, some of the body had bones removed, most often the spine and the pelvis. Black is the color of the West, death, and the underworld, but Lucero never found black objects in or near a burial. The Maya believed in a cyclical way of living, she said. So to their way of thinking, people don't die as much as become ancestors. Colors such as red, which represent the east, life, and rebirth, were commonly used in burials. Sometimes an unbroken red vessel was inverted over a skull or kneecap. Red items were generally found on the east side of the body or group artifacts. Other artifacts, including group of obsidian or charred rocks, represented the Maya belief in the 9th level of the underworld or the 13th level of heaven. Vessels were very significant part of the dedication rites. Lucero found bowls and jars that were in perfect condition when they were buried, manufactured especially for the occasion, she said. For termination rites, archaeologists also found used vessels with their rims broken off, jars lacking bases of necks, and vessels stacked in groups of three. Some bowls were placed lip to lip with stores of organic matter, a food offering perhaps inside. Other vessels were damaged with a keel hole drilled through their bottoms. Things that were used in life had to be deanimated, terminated, before they entered the next stage of their life history, Lucero said. Pieces were likely given away or placed in other sacred sites, such as caves, she said. The rimless vessels were intriguing, Lucero said. Other studies have found broken but nearly complete vessels at temple sites, with the missing pieces located at nearby homes. Breaking off the rims is a lot of work, Lucero said. Removing the rims may have been a way of deanimating them as well as giving a piece to somebody else. Perhaps the Maya revered the fragment of vessel or the bones of their ancestors in the same way that people today hold onto and cherish religious relics, she said. The new analysis supports her hypothesis that many of the elaborate rituals performed by Maya rulers and elites had a basis in the domestic rituals of their subjects. She argued in her 2006 book Water and Rituals, The Rise and Fall of Classic Maya Rulers, that the rulers reinforced community cohesion by adopting traditional domestic rituals and performing them on a grand scale. Nearly everything royal emerged or developed or evolved from domestic practice, she said. So it makes sense to turn that around and use what we know about the rulers to interpret what we find in the commoners' homes. Lucero spent more than 20 years studying settlements and sacred sites that were important to the Maya in Belize, and works under auspices of the Institute of Archaeology, which is part of the National Institute of Culture and History government of Belize. This is the news for today, July 21. God bless you.